Yup, we did it. 300 subscribers. You guys are truly, absolutely incredible, and I appreciate every single one of you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I do. This goal is going to be kind of a big goal. Let's try to hit 400 subscribers by the end of the month. Like, I mean, we got 50 subs in 3 days, and we got it like it was nothing. Let's try to get 400 like it's nothing. No rush though, no time limit. Just let's see if we can hit it. Picking up where we left off last video after Eve's pregnancy reveal, we get to see a warrior queen from a far off world traveling the stars on an unknown mission that can put our planet in jeopardy. And she will not stop or rest until her mission is complete. Meanwhile on Earth, at the exact same time, we see that the Sequids have finished their preparations and launched their invasion on planet Earth. And this is one of those super rare moments where the planet is in danger due to two equally dangerous events happening on the exact same day. Like, I can't imagine one day getting ice cream and then boom, Avengers level threat. Like, it must suck to live in this universe. As Universa lands on Earth, we see her land next to a power plant, hinting at what she's after. Just as all of this is happening, we get to see Mark and Eve talking about last night. He asks her if she's okay because she was acting kind of distant the night before. She responds saying she's just tired and is still worried about her powers not working correctly. Just as Mark tries to make sure for the final time if she's okay, they're interrupted by a phone ringing. She launches for the phone answering, "Moore's Mutual Insurance, how may I help you?" As they are called on for a mission. A 5-year contract that they can go over and save the nuclear power plant. As Mark is ready to go, Eve isn't so sure because she's worried her powers are going to start acting up again. He ends up talking her into it and the two go to save the power plant. At the same time, Mom walks in to tell them about the aliens attacking Houston, but she was just a second too late. We then see as Universa is wreaking havoc all over the power plant, demanding everyone step aside as her people hunger and are in need. She's traveled the cosmos in search of a planet rich with energy, and she's here after our planet, demanding it. As a worker tries to explain that the plant doesn't store energy, he's brushed off, being told she has her own ways of obtaining the energy. Just then, Invincible and Adam Eve arrive on the scene to help. She declares no one will stand in her way, showing Mark he can get right to the action. Mark grabs the staff, asking her what she's after, but this only enrages her more as she sends him flying, shouting, "How dare you! No one but I can wield the staff of leadership." Mark snaps, stating he isn't even after her staff. In fact, he doesn't even want to fight her at all. He's just here to ask her to stop hurting people. As he explains that she could have just asked for some power and they might have been able to give her some, she then tells him that the planet is 8 times the size of ours and the amount of energy she needs to prevent a global extinction on her planet will drain us of all of ours. Hearing this, Mark's only response and solution is to fight it out. We cut back to the Sequid invasion as the leader declares it's useless to run, as soon the Sequids will cover the entire planet, succeeding their invasion. Just then, we see Rex handing out 3 disruptor bracelets with the goal of freeing the people under mind control and using teleporter darts to get everyone to safety. Teleporter darts? Like, what the hell are they making in this universe, and how much does it even cost? As the heroes begin the battle in the city, we get to see the gravity of what they're up against. Panning back over to Mark and Universa, Mark gets blasted with the beam into a wall, yelling, "Ow!" She then tells him to surrender the planet's energy as he is beaten. Mark cockily says, "Beaten? I said ow. I never said anything about being beaten," and rocks her across the face, drawing blood. He goes on to explain that he always wondered what his dad did against female villains because he's a strong believer that hitting women is wrong and he's not comfortable with it. But just as he's speaking, he gets zapped with a bolt of energy. Bro loses it a bit and says he's getting more comfortable with the idea of hitting women. Like, brother, what? Universa then explains her staff. It's the staff of leadership, passed down from one ruler to the next, and it emits a powerful energy burst comprised of 2 energy patterns that can level cities, ending civilizations. And just as Mark tries to move, Eve comes in with the assist and knocks her away. She blocks a strike, and just as she goes in for another attack, she launches a bunch of flowers out of her hands, low-key selling the elo, like, bro, come on, bro, we need this. As Eve is dodging energy blasts, calling out to Mark, he finally comes to his senses and rushes to save Eve, getting hit in the process. She then walks up to Eve, saying how she's touched seeing both of them love each other so much they would sacrifice themselves for one another, and it pains her to have to end her life as too much is at stake and they won't even yield to her. In a split second, Mark snatches the staff out of her hands and gets shocked with, I don't even know how many volts of electricity this is, but it's enough to put him on his ass. She states that only those chosen by the world god can wield the staff of leadership. We then see the word "hey" being shouted out, gaining Universa's attention, and we see Eve coming with a mean ass right hook, knocking Universa out in one punch. Like, where have you been this whole time with that? Like, you got it? As she stands there shocked, Mark states that all of her power was in the staff. Cecil out of nowhere teleports in, saying it took longer than he thought, but he now needs his help in Houston. Confused, he asks why he needs to go if the Guardians are already there handling the situation. Cecil then breaks it to him, stating the Sequids are back and they don't know how much longer the city will be blocked off. As Mark makes the dumb mistake of thinking it's pretty much taken care of, we see that it's very much not being taken care of. And this looks insane. We only left for like 6 pages. As the Sequid leader is ranting about how defiance is inevitable, we see Rex, aka Rudy, pull a 100 IQ move, slip underground undetected. And just as the Sequid leader is speaking, he gets blitzed by Invincible. He questions them saying, "How are you back?" The response is that they never left the original host and was brought back to Earth by them. Mark then figures out their whole plan to combine both of their species to get revenge on Mars and increase the number of hosts to a level that they'll never have to worry about getting another host again. As the leader confirms this, Mark's response is it won't happen as he takes a page from Conquest's handbook and slaps the surrounding Sequids away. Seeing an opening, the Guardians launch a final attack to bring the battle to a close. As everyone's being saved and teleported away, Rudy is continuing his stealth mission underground. Enraged, Mark tells them they have no idea what he's been through lately, so he isn't messing around. He says they're running out of hosts and he will not allow an invasion to happen. The people have endured too much and he won't allow the Sequids to enslave the planet, his planet. But just as he broke free, he gets overwhelmed again. We then see Rex, who figured out the real plan. Above is just a distraction, as they're really waiting below for the force field around the city to go down. But quick and swiftly, the Sequids swarm him, declaring the link will not be broken. We then get to see everyone being saved by the Guardians and even see that Rex makes it out safely. As they finally get everyone evacuated, the Guardians can now focus all of their attention on the invasion and launch into battle. Rex announces that he's taking care of the hidden host underground, allowing the main focus to stay on the fight above. As the heroes slowly get overwhelmed and all the disruptor bracelets get destroyed, the Sequid leader then says, "This is your last chance. There are no more weapons left against us. The world as you know it is about to collapse. There is no hope in defeating us now." Mark then states, "I know. I've been holding back waiting for them to use the disruptor things. I know the threat you pose and you could actually succeed. You've left me no choice." As his best option that he could think of in the heat of the moment was to end the life of the Sequid leader and the host Russ Livingston right then and there, marking this as Mark's first official kill in the series. Rex then states that Russ wasn't the threat. They could have found another way as he didn't need to kill him. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with Mark. All of them were covered completely and would have been taken over. And there's not even any more bracelets and they only had one open window. And Cecil ain't helping you. You think Cecil teleporting into this? He ain't even helped Mark against Conquest. So he took his only open shot, and I'm not gonna lie, I agree with it. Call me a bad person, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. Shocked at what he's just done, Mark can only stand there speechless. We then get to see the reactions of Donald and Cecil, as Donald can't believe that Mark really did that. Cecil, on the other hand, can believe it as he knows and understands that Marcus had a lot to deal with and was pushed over the edge, thinking this is a major concern. He decides to push this to the back burner as he has to deal with the remaining mindless Sequids running around. Panning over to the Grayson home, we see Oliver and April going over test results as she's amazed at how he's able to quickly master everything. We even see his purple skin starts to fade away as his Viltrumite genes start to take over. To talk about how long they think it'll take Oliver to reach adulthood since his aging has slowed down at such an abrupt rate. April doesn't know as she was able to literally watch him grow up day by day, but now he's slowed down and may even be aging at a closer rate to humans and Viltrumites. Mark arrives home and heads straight to his room, making April believe him and Oliver got into another one of their fights. He just states that something's always up with him. We then cut to Rex and Monster Girl, who are talking about how Mark killed that man and they just have to leave it to Cecil to handle. She then tells him to go shower as he reeks of sewer, and as he's showering he begins to cough up and hack something disgusting. A damn Sequid left in his body escapes, 2 actually, and before they can go anywhere he completely obliterates them, now finally ending the Sequids once and for all. Back at home, Eve comes through the window asking if things are done, and all Mark can say is, "I killed him." He explains how he didn't have a choice and he feels like everything is just too much for him and he's losing control. Just then, Cecil teleports in, saying despite their differences in the past, he really needs to talk to him. And that's the end of the chapter, as the next chapter we'll see how Mark returns to his heroic old self, donning an upgraded original costume. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smash the like and subscribe buttons, as it helps more than y'all can ever know. Remember, road to 400. I know we can do this. Let's make this journey a great one. I'll see y'all next time.